Russell Wilson, Mr. Unlimited.
Wow.
Flying back into Seattle. Been working out in San Diego. Our Drew Brees was there with him at one point. What's so funny? There's nothing funny about it. He's the one that coined that phrase. Mr. Unlimited.
You're funny.
He's back. No longer limited participation in OTAs. You know, Pete Carroll.
He's not limited to commercial flights either, apparently. He's just he's limited to private planes.
he expected to see more of the veterans as they got closer to mandatory minicamp. So, look, Russell Wilson, not happy. Russell Wilson, able to compartmentalize. He's not happy. There isn't a damn thing he can do about it. He's not holding out. He's not sitting out. He's not going to publicly jostle any more than he already has for a trade or anything else. But as he walks back in, a day after the Seahawks didn't trade for Julio Jones, there's a little awkwardness there. I still believe that the Seahawks had talks with the Falcons, if they indeed did, just to placate Russell Wilson. But both Aaron Rodgers, who we discussed a couple of segments ago, and Russell Wilson can be saying, man, they're taking care of Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee. They went and got Julio Jones for him. Not that Russell Wilson is in dire straits with DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett, but Russell back, Shane Waldron, the offensive coordinator, they got work to do to get ready to try to hold this together beyond 2021, Chris.
Yeah. I mean, it's a different situation to where it's not. It doesn't seem like bitterness towards Russell Wilson and the organization or the coaches towards him. It's a little bit of like, we're just kind of sick of each other. But, like, let's still go win. I'm Psycho Pete Carroll, and I'm going to chew gum, and let's go. And Russ, like, I never thought for a second he wouldn't be there at OTAs. Or, first off, he's the ultimate professional, and I think he's too into wanting to be great and realizing, again, he's only got the one Super Bowl win and legacy aware and everything like that, to where he's like, I'm not going to compromise my own legacy and how great I can be by just not showing up at OTAs and things like that. So I think he just looks at this as an opportunity to make himself better, the team better, which ultimately makes him better, look better, everything like that. And that's why he's there.
Hyper-awareness of legacy means this is another opportunity. This is another roll of the dice. This is another spin of the dial. This is another season number 10 for Russell Wilson. And I still think there's a very good chance that this is his last season with the Seattle Seahawks. The fans don't want to hear it anymore. They want to focus on this year. They'll worry about next year when next year comes. I'm telling you, when next year comes, it very well could be that it's Russell Wilson moving on, whether it's next year or the year after. I do not believe he's going to sign another contract with the Seattle Seahawks. I don't think they're going to want to sign him to a $50 million per year plus contract, which he's going to want, and someone is going to see and believe that they can make him into a Patrick Mahomes type of a quarterback. That team is going to make the Seahawks an offer that they won't refuse at some point. That's what I predict is going to happen, Chris.
Yeah.
I thought there was a chance it would happen this year. There's still a remote chance it happens this year. I don't think it will.
Right.
Next year is the hot spot. Think about that. Next year, Aaron Rodgers and Russell Wilson both in play. That'll be something.
And maybe Deshaun Watson. We don't even know.
If both of them end up changing teams, I still think there's a chance Watson, a better chance. Of the three, best chance Watson still changes teams this year. But it could be. It could be that the Seahawks try to run out the clock another year with Russell Wilson because, look, the more franchise quarterbacks are available, the less you're going to get for your guy.
Yeah, I mean, you're right about that, but I just can't imagine. I mean, there's going to be a market for a guy like Russell Wilson. It's too damn good. I mean, it just is. I mean, even this year with some of the stuff that you had to balance, and really I think the salary and some of that stuff is really the biggest issue. We know there was major players in the conversation for Russell Wilson. I mean, by all accounts, we know the Bears, they were seriously all in on these talks and everything like that. I just don't think it made sense for the Seahawks to do it yet this year either. So I'm with you. Like, I would say there's no way he's on their football team in 2022, but it's not going to affect his work for 2021.
I agree there'll still be a market, but you maximize it
you don't
if
maximize,
you're the only guy. You don't maximize it if you've got Deshaun Watson and Aaron Rodgers also available. Although, frankly, of the three, all factors considered, Russell Wilson would be my first.
He might be the hottest commodity, right? Exactly right. Watson's got, the off-the-field things. Rodgers up there in age and the stigma around him. Yeah, Russell Wilson, you just got to, deal with dangerous and maybe, you know, that part of his image consciousness. But other than that, yeah, you're right. It probably is the safest one.
Yeah. I look, Aaron Rodgers may get you a Super Bowl or two, but Russell Wilson, if you can manage his financial expectations, and if he really can be a Patrick Mahomes type of a figure, if you have the offense run through him, he's going to be with you for, 12, 13 years. He says he's going to play until he's 45, and I don't think he's a guy who wants to jump around from team to team. I think he's going to want a second act that becomes the final act of his career.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. You know, and you know, again, it's nice that he says 45. Do I know if that's realistic? I'm not sure if I believe that quite yet. You know, we got to get a little further down the road. But either way, to like your point, there's still like the end is nowhere near in sight. You know, it's still like, whoa, high-level football play, special player, and it's not going to fall off here anytime in the recent future. That's for sure. There's no doubt about that. I'll say this, do I see a hair slippage in, like, his athleticism and things like that the last year or two? I'll say yes, a little bit. When I watch him on film and things like that, I don't think he's quite as fast as he used to be. No, but I do think he's probably better in the pocket and making throws that way as compared to where he used to be too. That's where I'm like, I'm really excited to see what this offense, you know, with Shane Waldron, how it opens up, how it changes. Can they make him a little bit more dangerous? I want to see how it all works there in Seattle. I'm rather intrigued by it, that's for sure.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.